Hmm. Okay. Triple darkness. Alpine Foxling could be good here. I think I'll start with... Oh, apparently Alpine Foxling. Oh well. It's okay. Oh, he might one-shot me still. Let's go for a flurry. I should have started with Mr. Delver, but I tried to, and I swear I had time. It's just the game says that you have time, and then it puts in your first pet if you take what it thinks is too long, unfortunately. Um, so he's probably gonna kill me. I would imagine I will die through crouch. Because he has power. That's 390, and I can't swap. Let's just crouch in case I survive. Okay, I do survive. And I'll survive the sticky web, as long as I land this flurry. Because he's doing 25% less damage. Then I'll get Dazzling Dance up, and... These two probably win the 2v2. It's hard to say, though. It's a bummer they lost my Alpine Foxling. I would have done so much better if I just started with Mr. Delver, like I tried to. So he'll probably... I wonder what he'll do here. Let me bring in Mr. Delver in case he brings in Twilight. Okay. He probably has build turret remover. So I think I'm just gonna swap him because he's about to press Call Darkness, most likely. Then I'll go for a build turret. If he stuns me, I'll swap in Arthas and go for Zoomies. Okay, I'm stunned. Depending on what he's running, I might have a decent matchup on Mr. Delver versus that magic. I don't know if he has Shadow Shock or Magic Sword yet. Let's see here. I want to go for Zoomies now, and hopefully land a couple enough to be able to outspeed the Umbral Amalgam. What are we at now? 403? I don't know. I might be slower than him still. Let's go for a Bone Bite. I think Build Turret will kill Twilight here. It's in his best interest to just stay in, I think, because... okay. I mean, I could be wrong. Let's see, so I still have Dazzling Dance. I'm gonna lose my undead here. As long as I don't miss, I should be just fine. Because Twilight's gonna be 2 attacks away from dying. Even if I miss once, I might be okay. Okay. Let's go for a missile. Just have to land one. Good job, team. I wish I started with Mr. Delver. Kind of threw things off, because Alpine Foxling would have been fantastic versus those darkness pets, but it worked out. Yeah, who knows? Maybe that was better that I started with the Alpine Foxling. Maybe Mr. Delver would have been worse versus whoever I swap in, which is probably that magic pet. Alright, so triple darkness. What would do well versus triple darkness? Maybe this team, actually. We could do the Alpine Foxling again. I don't know. Twilight is faster than both of these two, so once Dazzling Dance is gone, I could run into trouble. Maybe AoE? AoE usually does well versus darkness. I don't really want to play the Snapdragon because he has that 357 speed magic pet. What about the Death Watch Hatchling? He's a beast. He's going to take weak damage from darkness. Do any of these teams look promising? Not especially. Like, maybe this team could beat him. The Nightshade Sproutling isn't going to be super fantastic versus that 357 speed magic, and my Violent Pultrid might not be too good either. Did I ever find out what his basic attack was? Was it Shadow Shock? Okay, we'll just look at it here. Yeah. Oh, damn, I just took him out instantly. With, like, two bow bites and a turret. So I never did find out what it was running. Hmm. Well, maybe this team can beat him? Nightshade Sproutling is really good. AoE is good versus darkness, and then I have a beast to take weak damage from darkness. Nightshade's really good versus Twilight. I like my chances with this team. I could probably pick a better counter team, like maybe this team would be better. I'm like 99% certain this team will have no problem beating him. MPD counters the magic and Twilight. And Decoy Bubble are great versus the one-shot. This team would probably do good. We got the Alpine Foxling, the MPD. Living Sandling's just OPs. He's not really fantastic in particular versus Darkness, but he's just good versus everything. So that team would probably do maybe a little better than this team. But if I get a rematch, I feel like I'd have a fighting chance with this team. So we got a random imp team, or humanoid team. He has the rebellious imp. Okay. Let's start with the Pultrid and not dawdle with picking my pet this time so that I can actually start with the pet I want. Okay, so I see what he's going for. He's going for lots of immolation. Let's try to rot that rebellious imp before he gets immolation going. I wonder if he has wild magic or cauterize. I'm gonna go and press Maul in case he swaps. Even if he stays in. Okay, he does have wild magic. That means I better swap. I feel like he's gonna bring in that rebellious imp. Let's bring in the Nightshade. Nightshade's really good versus the whole team. He'll probably go for Immolation and then Portal. So we can go for a Call Darkness. Nerf that humanoid healing. Probably goes for Portal now, so I think it's a good time to bring our Deathwatch Hatchling in. Yep, there's the Portal. Right. If he changes the weather, I can guaranteed land a bleed on him. I think it's worth going for. Now I don't have to worry about missing. But his immolation is going to start doing big damn because it's buffed by 25%. Oh, and I probably died a gift. I I might not die to Gift, but I will die to Immolation afterwards. Oh, he has Ice Tomb. Okay. What I want to do is stun him so that I survive, and then Ice Tomb kills me. So that I don't have to eat Ice Tomb on somebody else. Hopefully Immolation doesn't crit or something. Alright. Yeah, he needed double crits. Let's see here. We'll go for Wood Chipper because I'm about to die. No point in going for Leap. And bring the Pultrid and probably clean up from here. He'll probably... I'm not sure what he'll do, but I don't think he has a lot of good options. I just have a good matchup versus this team. Alright, so I think as long as I don't run a mechanical, I should be just fine versus that team. Let me see if I have a fun-looking team. Critter would be fantastic because all of his attacks are elemental. How about this team? This team's a little gimmicky. The only way I have to land Blood in the Water is Uncanny Luck. I'm not sure what would be fun versus that last guy, but have a fighting chance versus the Triple Darkness team. And maybe this team? I would be surprised if this beat the Triple Darkness for sure. But it should do well versus, it should do fine at least versus the humanoids, I think. Yeah, let's just queue it up and see what we get. There's a chance we don't get either of them. I don't want to pick something too try hard after that last game, because that last team was... like all A and B tier pets. No S tier, no Sandstorm. The strongest pet on his team was the Rebellious Imp, which is... it's a fun pet, but it's not like... at the level of the Fiendish Imp even. And even the Fiendish Imp is like... not very high on the meta. Because of Sandstorm. Let's see here. We got... the Timeless Mechanical Dragonling. 2 of those. Ugh, gross. Probably screwed. I don't think I can beat this team. Maybe if he plays really badly, but I just have no decoy. I mean, I have a decoy breaker, but it's very gimmicky. And that's Rot. Rot will break decoy, but I have to apply Rot to him, and then he has to use decoy afterwards. It's not very effective. It's not like Immolation. That last team I was fighting would have hard countered this team. Let's see here. How do I deal with the time bomb? Maybe I just sacrifice the Renishu runt and see if these two can... win the 2v2? I mean, he's not pressing decoy. It's possible he's running Armageddon. Which, if he is, he'll probably press it now and do 1,000,000,000 damage because of my weather. Yeah. Okay. Well, technically it's a 3v2 right now, but I'm about to die on my Renishu runt. Oh, he's gonna swap me. He's gonna swap my lowest pet in. Okay. So I want to bring in the Renishu runt. Surely. I guess it doesn't matter who I swap in, because it's an AoE. Let me bring in this guy in case he doesn't swap me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's about to swap me back into the Renishu runt. So at least the Renishu runt eats the time bomb. But these two pets have already taken so much damage. That Armageddon did how much? That was insane, actually. Oh, and it brings in my Spirit Crab automatically. It doesn't let me... Huh, that's weird. Alright. Well, this is not good. I'm hard countered by this Tongue Lasher. He takes weak damage from me, and I take strong damage from him. I guess my best bet is... I just don't even know. Maybe I land a couple crits. Oh. Huh. I wonder if he's running Armageddon on both. Let's bring in this guy since I can't interrupt the Tongue Lasher. Oh, yeah, he has Armageddon. My poor Bloodstone Tunneler just died to pure AoE. Okay. At least he can't do extra damage with Tongue Lash versus me. Or he can't do 3 hits because I have Surge. But I need like 3 crits here to win this. And he just has to hit me like twice. Oh, he has Frog Kiss. Well, if he didn't interrupt me, I could have maybe forced a tie, maybe. Okay, well, that's kind of a gimmicky team. Just kind of need an elemental, I'll be just fine. He doesn't have decoy, so I think just an elemental with elemental damage is gonna do just fine. Or maybe even the Fiendish Imp. Because the Fiendish Imp will take... Well, no, he doesn't even have Tongue Lash. What a weird build. He just had, like, Troll Moose. Let's see here. Tongue Lasher is a weird pet. Maybe the Tiny Snowman? There was that team I was looking at that had the Alpine Foxling. He's not going to be great versus versus the Armageddon, but Stone Grinder does strong damage to those mechanicals, and then Dazzling Dance will give that frog some trouble because these two pets will be able to outspeed him. I think this team will probably do fine. And it'll also have, I think, a pretty decent matchup if I get that Triple Darkness team again. It's kind of a dumb team for someone to play in my bracket because my bracket's infested with Blossoming Ancient, Fosling, Photosynthesis, Sunny Day, Cancer teams. So I don't think that's somebody who cares about, like, having a decent win rate. They just want to go for cheap wins. And basically just win trade. Like, if I had, like, even one elemental on my team, I pretty much automatically win. Yeah, see, like, Blossoming Ancient, Brute, same difference. I can maybe kill him, but I only have one Weather Changer, so... Eh. If he plays correctly, I'll never kill that Blossoming Ancient. I think he knows it. Yep, he's starting with him. Let's bleed him up, I guess, and then change that weather on him. The problem is, I can't even stun him with Deep Freeze because he's an elemental, so my weather doesn't chill him. I mean, I can stun him, but I only have a 25% chance. And my weather buffs his damage, which, whatever. I mean, sunlight is overpowered, so that's going to be stupid damage, but... Let's go for the Deep Freeze, because it's the most damage I can do. Okay, we got lucky, 25%. I still think I'll lose, because all he has to do is just, like, swap to the back. Okay. So he has 2 Undeads and I have an Alpine Foxling. That's good. I just don't think I can ever kill, Brute. Let's bring in the Stone Grinder so that we can cleave, his Elemental with Thunderbolt. Yeah, swapping him back in. Is it worth going for Thunderbolt, or should I just swap to change the weather on him? I know the answer, and that is I have no choice. I have to change that weather ASAP. I actually could have gotten away with a Thunderbolt because he went for photosynthesis first instead of sunlight. But, I would rather use... He's not going for sunlight. He's not going to out-heal my damage if he doesn't press sunlight. Maybe I'll actually win this. I mean, he's low HP. Even if he swaps out now, he's only going to heal for, like, a little under 400. Actually, I could have went for Call Blizzard to kill him there. Alright, so this is where I want to bring in the Stone Grinder, because I want to cleave him while he's on the back line with Thunderbolt. And I'm perfectly happy letting my Stone Grinder tank damage from the Valk, because... I mean, he's gonna get killed in like 3 sunlights anyways. Okay, we'll take advantage of that extra damage from Blizzard here. And we crit his Brute. Super lucky. Alright, this is looking promising. I think I should be in the clear now that Brute's gone. I'm just gonna pass. I don't want to eat the liftoff on either of these 2 pets. And I can't hit him, so I'll just stay in, pass, and then go for the bleed. Any damage I do while I have a haunt on me is irrelevant, because he's just gonna go for Consume Corpse here. Let's see. Guess I'll bring in the Snowman. We'll go for Blizzard. Okay. I'll just stun him. Then I can swap in the Foxling, burn him down with some flurries. I'll save Crouch till he goes up in the air. He'll probably heal here, so I want to go for damage. Yeah, big heal. He has another one. But he's running Slicing Wind, which is troll. I see why he's doing it, though. He wants coverage versus aquatics, but yeah, playing 2 undeads is dumb, because if I have an Alpine Foxling and I can actually kill the Blossoming Ancient, you auto-lose. I really don't like that about my bracket. It's extremely win-tradey. Last team I fight's just double Armageddon. This one's double Undeads with the Blossoming Ancient. I just happen to have a counter team for him. Not a fan of the 2-of-a-kind strategy. I mean, it can be effective. It's just, yeah. To play Devil's Advocate, there are not a lot of ways to play the Haunt Consume Corpse strategy without playing 2 undeads, so I'll give him a pass for that one. But playing the Blossoming Ancient in PvP is pretty cringe. Let's see here, maybe I think Clone Dance is a good pick versus Blossoming Ancient. It will not do well versus Darkness. Let's see here. Maybe Vortex? We could play the Damp Scrat. If I get the double undeads, that'd be good. I could see myself taking out 1 Blossoming Ancient with this team. If I get a rematch versus that last guy, this team would probably do well. What about that stupid frog with the swap? He's faster than my whole team. Maybe Gurgle would be a good pick, but then I don't want that versus the well, the double undead seems like it'd be bad for humanoids, but I can always just stun the Valk and then eat the undead damage on my Coastal Bounder. Let me think. And then, yeah, Gurgle would be okay versus that aquatic. I'm sure. Let's just play this team, see how I do. It won't do well if I get Triple Darkness, but I haven't seen the Triple Darkness since I beat him, so it's possible he's playing something else now. For all I know, he could be the double TMD player and the double undead player as well. If I were him, after seeing that last team, I would almost certainly play a humanoid, maybe with Sandstorm, because like that shuts down the Alpine Foxling very hard, and I've played him twice too. If he was both of these players, he's gonna pick like a humanoid with Sandstorm to counter my Alpine Foxling, which will also counter this team, sadly. Okay, well, triple dragons. Unlucky that I'm playing Clone Dance. It's still worth going for, but it's a good thing I brought Gurgle, because Gurgle could give me a fighting chance, maybe. I think what I want to do is start with Gurgle. And he's going to have to more or less 1v3 here. And I have to be extra careful because of that life exchange. He'll probably go for Celestial Blessing right off the rip. So let's go for... Let's go for an attack. Strong damage. If I don't crit him, it's going to take 4 punches to kill him. let's see here. How about I go for a punch and then stun him on a Celestial Blessing. I like that idea. I wanted to try to get Eula low enough that I could maybe cleave him down with Cyclone and Thunderbolt and kill him before he gets that life exchange off. Let's see here. Go for Lucky Dance. Not much point going for damage into him. While he has Celestial Blessing up. Let's go for Cyclone while I have my Uncanny Luck. He's going to have a Dragon Racial, so I'm dead on the next round. But I can get a nice Thunderbolt out. Maybe land some crits. Ah, boo, no crits. Alright, well, I can't stun him under Arcane Winds, but I can change his weather, which is nice. I definitely intend to do that. But should I change it now, or should I wait till after he refreshes it? I think it's better if I just press it now. That way it comes off cooldown faster, and he's doing less damage with Mana Surge. Plus, I landed a nice 30% crit. That puts me pretty far ahead. So we can go for a Tongue Lash. And he can't really get too much value out of life exchange here. Best case scenario, he lands it on Gurgle, and I've already taken a little bit of cleave damage, so he's not going to full heal or anything. I have to be careful about this. It's Twilight Whelpling. He could easily 1v3, or he could one-shot me, I mean, with the Twilight Meteorite. I want to go for Rain Dance, but he's probably going to go for a life exchange. I think it's still worth it. Although it's going to buff his heal here. Oh, he went for damage. I didn't expect that. I thought he'd go for Celestial Blessing or life exchange. If I land a triple, he's definitely going to die. Yeah, because of that crit. I have a 55% crit chance, and my crits do an extra 25% damage. Okay. Should be in the clear, I think. This comp is really fun. If you have any suggestions for another third that I could try between... right now, I've had some good success with Cobbleshell, the Damp Scrat, and Gurgle. But I'm sure there's other, like, thirds for this Seeking a Third combo that Michael Leo suggested. C504. Yeah, even if he, like, crits me with Twilight Meteorite, I'll be fine. Yeah, let me know and I'll try him out, because I've had, like, some, oh, wait. Stupid rematch. It counted that as a loss because he forfeited. I was 1-1 before. I've had some, like, I would say very unexpected wins versus some really high tier teams with this combo. I mean, that was triple dragons, and Clone Dance totally did fine. I mean, it wasn't like the best dragons ever, but you know, Twilight Meteorite is still very much a thing. Not as good as before, but yeah. Gurgle was a good pick. Because of those dragons, he gave me an easy cleanup pet versus all of them because he's faster. Ideally, you want like a critter as the third because critters are immune to Mudslide, which is nice, and you already have the Elemental, which is immune to them. That Mudslide can catch a lot of people off guard. I always forget about the root until it's too late. So yeah, I think that's a decent one to end it off on. We got like 3 or 4 wins. Let's see, we went 3-1. It's not bad. I don't know if I could have done much to win this game here, but yeah, solid games. I'm gonna take a little break, queue some more later. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.